Munching with Monii, and today we have some Thai food, and we're gonna do a little bit of a story time. So I have some veggie spring rolls, some shrimp chips, and some Massaman curry, and some pad see ew. And I also have some jasmine rice and like I guess it's kind of like a duck sauce or like a sweet dipping sauce, and then some chili like hot sauce. Yeah, so let's get into the food. So Thai food is like my second favorite. My first favorite is Indian food, of course. But Thai food is like a very close second. This is amazing. Yeah, this is great. So this Massaman curry, it has potatoes, onions, shrimp, peppers, and cashews, and it also has avocado. And then the pad see ew, it's rice noodles, and then it has broccoli, onions. They use like a brown sweet sauce, I'm not sure what. And then it has the shrimp in it as well. And then these are just like carrots and cabbage, and yeah, just your standard veggie spring roll, and then your shrimp chips. So let's see some of this. Now I love to take it and just kind of like pour it over the rice and let the rice kind of like soak up like the juices from the curry. It's really good. When I first tried this, I was like, it's got cashews in it? I don't know about, cashews in like in a curry, but I'm glad I tried it because it's like the best thing, and I wouldn't want it any other way. The only thing I don't like is that they leave the tails on the shrimp. It's like, just take the tails off so I can just pop all of it in my mouth. And then of course and this also has eggs in it. This pad see ew. And then of course they left the tails on the shrimp for the pad see ew. Uh-oh, my shrimp chips are falling. They left the tails on for that shrimp as well. So look at that. Yummy. And like, this is so good and it's so flavorful that it doesn't need anything like soy sauce or any of that. Actually, I've never tried the chili sauce, so I'm gonna try it today. Let's see about this chili sauce. Oh, guys, this right here, it smells like it's like super spicy. Yeah, that's a no. Just on the tip of my tongue, it's like fire. Like, nope. Okay, this is the like sweet sauce. It comes with the spring rolls. Let's see. Oh, can you see that? It's like really sweet and really good. It's almost like syrup. Mm, I like this a lot. Mm, okay. And then it's got these really huge potatoes in the curry. Mm. You guys, this right here is so good. If you've never tried Thai food, mm, I would definitely recommend trying these things. And then, of course, you can always get it with, no meat or whatever meat you want. So, let's get into, I guess, a little bit of the story. All right. So, prior to quarantine, we were like doing a lot of traveling. Mostly, I guess, last year we traveled. Goodness, we went to California, we went to Las Vegas, we went to Colorado. Yeah, we were just going some of everywhere. We went to a lot of tech conferences because my baby is a software engineer. So I accompanied her to like a lot of different tech conferences, just so I could go, so I could see what it's like, do some networking, and just have some fun. Especially like the one we went to in like Las Vegas. Like, who would want to go to Las Vegas, right? So we went to California to a tech conference there, and we were like super excited about this tech conference because it's a black tech conference. It's called Afrotech. And of course, the other tech conferences we went to, none of them were like black tech conferences. They're just, just regular tech conferences. So, and we would be, it wouldn't be very many like black people there or people of color. So we were really excited about going to this one, for that experience, to meet a lot of, like-minded individuals doing the same things, like working in tech, of course, right? So we booked an Airbnb, and we were thinking like, okay, this is a really good deal. And the tech conference was in Oakland, and excuse me, and our Airbnb was like 30 minutes or so from Oakland. So we're like, okay, well, we can do 30 minutes. It's not too bad. It's not too far. And for the price, we can't beat the price. They also put some little salad in here. It's got, I think it has this same little sweet sauce on it. Looks like it. Let's see. But so we book our Airbnb. The host, he was very responsive. He didn't have like a lot of pictures up of the space, so we asked for like pictures of the bedroom, because we were doing like just a private room in a house. It's got this really good sweet sauce, and this sweet sauce, it has like some chilies in it, so it's got a little kick to it. It's really good. But so the host was like very responsive. He was, since he didn't have all those pictures up, we asked him for pictures. He sent us pictures rather quickly. We're like, okay, yeah, we can totally do this space. So we get to California. We get there to the house. And as we pull up, the host is outside still working on the keyless entry. Like, okay. So he tells us where to park. We put our stuff in the house and we just let him know, like, okay, it's no big deal. You know, we're just gonna go do some shopping. We've lived here before, so no big deal. We'll just, you know, go hang out, and then when you're ready and you have the keyless entry done, you can just, you know, give us the code then or whatever. So we leave, we come back after a while. He has the code ready and he gives us like the most generic code ever. And so we're just like, it's not very safe, but okay. So we going up. We're like super tired because, you know, we flew cross country and we have been running around. So we wanted to go to sleep. So we go up. We go to bed. Then we wake up the next morning, and one of the reasons we booked the place, of course, because it's close, and then the amenities. It said it included parking, which we, you know, had that. And then the other thing, it said it included breakfast. So I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So we don't have to get up early and, you know, trying to find breakfast before heading off to these conferences. We could just, you know, grab something, hopefully like some fruit or something simple, and then, you know, be on our way. So I go downstairs and I'm looking around, and yeah, there's no breakfast. Not an apple, or orange, not a pastry, nothing. I would have been okay with a pastry. I like bread. So I go back upstairs. I tell Babe, like, hey, there's no breakfast. Babe says, I was gonna eat it anyway. Yeah, that's Baby. Anyway, so we go out and we go do all the conference stuff all day. We are there until like late at night. So when we get to the place, well, before we even get inside the venue, just walking up and seeing all these beautiful people, just beautiful Black people everywhere, and it felt like home. And I was so excited and so just, I guess, honored to be able to be in this space, you know, with all these amazing people. And so we go inside and we are, you know, networking and just meeting some really great people, and of course getting some really awesome swag. And then we go to a talk, like a tech talk. And as we walk in the door, it was like we walked into a club. They had a live DJ and they were literally swag surfing as we walked in the door. I'm like, hey, this right here, this is a place to be. So we sat there, we enjoyed the talk. The talk was awesome. Got some good info. And then we went to like a bunch of different events that night. And then, you know, we go back to our Airbnb because we're like super tired from all the walking and just talking and everything. So this is night 2. And so we're in the bed and I hear the host talking to his wife. Mind you, we didn't know the host had a wife. We thought it was just him, but whatever. So we hear the host talking to his wife and she says, well, I heard her because I guess I was being a little nosy. Whatever. Anyway, so she says, you're the one who wanted to do this. So, and then just walks out. I hear her walk out of the door and like she shuts the door. So I said to Baby, I was like, she didn't even want to do this to begin with. So he did this on his own. So that's night 2. All right. Go to bed, wake up. Next day, day 3, I'm like, okay, let me go see. Maybe, you know, since he wasn't fully prepared when we got here, maybe, you know, he needed a little more time to get our breakfast together. So I go downstairs, look around, still no fruit, no nothing. So all right, go back up, tell babe we get on the road, we head into Oakland. We do the same thing all over again. We're spending the day out doing all the conference stuff. We don't get back until probably like maybe 11, 12 at night. And this time we are extremely tired because now it's been like 3 days of like nonstop go. Just go, 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 go. So we're extremely tired. We go to bed. I could literally just drink this sauce. This is some of the best dipping sauce. I have to figure out what is in this so I can like recreate it. Okay. All right, so we're in the bed. We're in like this super deep sleep. And then all of a sudden I hear the fire alarm go off. And so I wake up and I'm just like, oh, the fire alarm's going off. And then the next thing I hear is like flip flop, flip flop. He's running down the stairs, the host. And doesn't say anything to us at all. I wake up, baby just like springs out of the bed. Like I don't even know if she opened her eyes. She just like springs into action, jumped out of the bed, threw on her shoes. She's like, get your stuff, come on, let's go. So then I hear the host coming back up the stairs again. And so I yell out to him. I'm like, hey, is it okay? Like, is there a fire? Do we need to get out of the house or whatever? Because as I went closer to the door, I could smell the smoke, but it wasn't like, it didn't, consume the entire bedroom. I could only smell it right at the door. And so he's like all stuttering. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, when are you gonna tell us this? All right, whatever. So baby runs out the door. We're on the second floor. So I was right behind her and we're running down the stairs, but the smoke, once we opened the bedroom door and went out, the smoke was so thick, like I could barely breathe. So I turned around. And when baby tried to come back, I'm like, no, you just go, I'm just, just gonna get something thicker to like cover my mouth so I could, get out of the house. Got all about my avocado, guys. This is really good. All right, so I go in the bedroom. I'm trying to get like a thicker shirt or something. The host comes and he gives me a wet towel. He's like, oh, put the wet towel over your mouth and nose, and then, so you can get out or whatever. So I do. And then I go running out the door. So we're sitting in the car. Mind you, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So we're sitting in the car like just blown away at like what just happened. Like, how did this happen? Why is this house full of smoke? So then 2 fire trucks pull up. The fire chief comes. They get out this big, huge like fan thing so they can blow the house out. They went around the whole house. They opened all the windows. And now this is like, I think this is November. I believe this was November. So it's not hot, but it's not super cold. But it's cold enough to where you don't want your windows just wide open. So it's kind of, so yeah, I guess it's kind of freezing a little bit. So we're trying to talk to him like, hey, do you guys need to test me to make sure I'm okay? Like, test me for like what, smoke inhalation, because I inhaled, a good bit of smoke when I first walked out of the room. And, he's just talking to me and he's like, oh no, you're okay. He's like, you're not like wheezing and all of that. So you seem like you're fine. He's like, but if you do start wheezing or coughing, then, go to the hospital, blah, blah, blah. All right. So all this time, the host hasn't really said anything. Then finally he comes to kind of like offer this horrible apology. Like, just, oh, sorry, I left a pot on. Like, you left a pot on the stove and it caused this much smoke? So he asked us, he says, so what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to stay, or like, what? Oh, okay. So baby says he tried to kill us because the whole time he didn't speak to us. He didn't, really talk to us or anything. And it's because I think when he saw our Airbnb profile, he thought we were a straight couple, not a lesbian couple. So when we showed up, clearly a lesbian couple, he was just not very happy. So we, of course, did not stay. We left. And to this day, baby still believes that man tried to kill us. That was the worst Airbnb experience we have ever had. mm. After that, we ended up like staying at a hotel, and then we found another Airbnb. Yes, we did it again. We got another Airbnb. But this one was like so much better. This time we stayed on the San Francisco side of the Bay Area. Well, yeah, of the Bay Bridge or whatever. And we stayed closer to the airport because it was getting, close to time for us to leave to go home. And we stayed, this time we got another room. We did. But we stayed with a family and they were super nice. And the bed we slept in was like sleeping like on a cloud, but underneath a huge quilt that just felt like just amazing. I don't know if you guys ever felt like one of those like old grandma quilts, like where they like sit around with their like knitting circle or their quilting circle, and they like made it and it's like super super thick and like you can barely turn to the left or turn to the right. One of those kind of quilts. Yeah, that's what we slept under. But it was great. It was really great. Okay, so I'll finish with these little shrimp chips. These are so good. It's like, it's light. I taste a little bit of shrimp, but it mostly just tastes kind of like I don't know, like just buttery and crispy. It's really good. So when you do try Thai food, if you haven't had it, make sure you get some shrimp chips. Okay. All right. Let's see how it tastes in the curry. It's good. It's like time it hits your tongue, the little bubbles in it, it starts to like pop, and kind of like Pop Rocks. It's kind of how it is when once it's in your mouth. This was really good. It's a very good meal. All right. Okay. Whew. Okay, guys. One more bite. One more spring roll. Mm. Hmm. Okay. Look at that. That looks so good. And it smells amazing. You know what? I think this might be honey in here. It kind of smells like honey. Mm. Okay. I can't eat anymore. Yeah. I'm stuffed. So, don't forget to like, to share, to comment, to subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.